Thanks for joining us on this edition of National Focus. I'm Kimani St. Coming up, Dominica and China sign a US $21 million agreement for rehabilitation of the West Coast Road. Cabinet approves over $100,000 to address vagrancy in Roseau, and Her Worship Irene John will serve a second term as mayor of the city of Roseau. Stay with us for details of these and other stories after this.
Child abuse is unacceptable. Child abuse is not cultural, it is criminal. And one child abuse is one too many.
For more information on child abuse or to report suspected cases on child abuse, contact the Social Welfare Division on 33 Great Marlborough Street or call 266-3020 or 266-3080.
Thanks for staying with us. The People's Republic of China is delivering on its promise to assist Dominica to rehabilitate the West Coast Road. The $100 million China-funded West Coast Road, or Iolibla Highway, a pillar project between the PRC and Dominica, was officially opened in April 2012. However, heavy rains and massive flooding due to Tropical Storm Erika in 2015 compromised parts of the structure. After Tropical Storm Erika, the People's Republic of China offered to fully rehabilitate the road, and the Chinese government expedited the approval of this project, and commencement letters were signed in July 2016. On Thursday, two agreements were signed: the Economic and Technical Cooperation Agreement between the government of the PRC and the government of Dominica, which provides for grant aid in the amount of approximately $21 million to be used for rehabilitation of the West Coast Road. The second agreement signed was the implementation agreement for the China-aided West Coast Road post-Erika rehabilitation project. This agreement was signed between Government of Dominica and the Ministry of Commerce of China and gives effect to the Economic Cooperation Agreement and provides the detailed work to be undertaken by both parties in the West Coast rehabilitation project. The Honorable Prime Minister expressed gratitude for China's generous and speedy response to Dominica. The Honorable Prime Minister says the road is important to the economic development of the country.
The reconstruction of the West Coast Road is critical to our country and to the commercial efforts in Dominica. The Roseau to Portsmouth Road is one of the most traversed roads in the country, and it experienced tremendous damage during the storm, with three main bridges literally washed away, and several sections of the road also washed away, edge failures, and also concerns with the slopes. The Chinese government, not waiting for us to ask for assistance, offered the assistance to reconstruct the West Coast Road. Now, one has to understand in this country that if we're not to receive this assistance through a form of grants, then the only other option which is left to the government is to borrow the money.
He says, notwithstanding its challenges, the People's Republic of China lives up to its international responsibility in assisting small island developing states like Dominica. The rehabilitation of the road will take into consideration government's Build Back Better policy, and Honorable Skerrit says he is satisfied that the rehabilitated road will be able to withstand adverse climatic conditions. Work will include replacement of bridges, repairs to damaged sections of the road surface, rehabilitation of culvert crossings and drainage infrastructure, and some slope stabilization. Replacement of traffic signs, road markings, and reflective road studs will also be included. Ambassador of the PRC to Dominica, His Excellency Luce, says more than just building roads, the project signifies the strengthening of friendship between the two countries.
The signing of aid agreement and the implementation agreement of the West Coast Road Rehabilitation Project is another symbol of China's strong support to the rebuilding of a better Dominica after last year's tropical storm Arid. I would like to say we are not only building a road, we are also building the friendship. It is a friendship road will last forever. With the support of your Honorable Prime Minister and the government of the Commonwealth of Dominica, the friendly relations of cooperation between our two countries will be further consolidated. I would like to reiterate China's continued support to Dominica's economic and social development. And as ambassador, I will exert my best efforts to strengthen these relations.
In more news, Honorable Minister for Youth, Sports, Culture and Constituency Empowerment, Justina Charles, has revealed that Cabinet has approved over $100,000 in the first step towards addressing the issue of vagrancy in Roseau. Honorable Charles was speaking on behalf of the Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit, at the 12th inaugural meeting of the Roseau City Council on Wednesday. The issue of vagrancy in the city of Roseau has long been a concern for citizens, the council and government as it affects tourism. Honorable Charles explained how the issue will be addressed.
As recent as October, Cabinet approved a program to address the situation with our vagrants in and around the city of Roseau. And in order to address that, we had to approve a sum of $102,500 to address this situation in the initial stages. And this program includes providing a daycare center, or if you want to call it a day hospital, for the vagrants around Roseau. During that time, there will be an assessment of the individuals who come into the program, because it's going to be a voluntary thing where they walk in to the program, they accept the program, and are willing to be part of the program.
She further informed that there will be a thorough assessment of the individual's physical, social and psychological needs. The program will also facilitate rehabilitation through counseling and harnessing the skills of its clients.
The facility is expected to offer a variety of activities to improve both occupational and vocational skills. Very often we look at the vagrants, but some of them are very skilled and talented. And all we need to do is to explore it if they find the right environment. And so there will be a social worker, there will be a counselor attached to the program who will assist in identifying some of those areas.
Honorable Charles revealed that a study will also be conducted to guide the development of a medium and a long-term plan for the management of the clients of the facility. She said this initiative by government is just the beginning, and there is hope that it will become a permanent means of managing the issue of vagrancy. Meantime, she called on relatives of the vagrants to play their part in alleviating the situation.
I know, and we are aware, that some of the relatives are ready and willing to work to see the rehabilitation of the members of their families. But we want to call on those who have just abandoned them to come forward and give support to the program by encouraging their family members who have become vagrants as a result of varied activity of various purposes or reasons. We want to ask you to give support to the program so that we can see the benefit. It can be beneficial, and we can see the positive coming out of that program.
Meantime, Her Worship Irene John will serve a second term as mayor of the city of Roseau. At the 12th inaugural meeting of the Roseau City Council held at the Arid House of Culture on Wednesday, Her Worship Irene John was sworn in. The Honorable Minister for Social Services, Lady Catherine Daniel, commended the newly sworn-in mayor for not being daunted by the challenges of her previous term in office. She said the Roseau City Council, by virtue of its size and age, should lead other councils in the country by example.
This council should be looked upon as an example for other councils around Dominica, and as such, at a higher level, should have a higher level of initiative, creativity, and commitment. These things are expected of its councillors if they are to set standards for others to emulate. This said, let me offer congratulations to the incoming council, in particular to the returning members who are continuing to offer their services to the people of Roseau.
In her outgoing incoming address, Her Worship John noted that over the past 3 years, the council focused on urban renewal and improvements in the environment of the city.
These include making Roseau a comfortable place for our citizens and visitors alike by rebuilding our sidewalks and drains to make them safe for walking. Our council is grateful that government has already taken care of design work and is actively putting together financial support for this project. Enhancing the appearance of our city by encouraging the restoration of dilapidated properties and clearing areas that are hazardous to health and lower the attractiveness of our city. Supporting initiatives to take care of our increasingly difficult parking problem. But while we do all these things, we take care of our physical environment that affect our daily lives and the well-being of our communities.
However, she said the issue of vagrancy is one that continues to plague the city, and Mayor John intends to continue tackling the problem over the next 3 years.
This is a social problem that requires humane but effective solutions. Solutions that include not only regulation and policing, but even more so action to improve the care, welfare, and protection of many of those who are left behind on our streets. Our council will do as much as it can to address these problems during our new term.
The city is also still challenged by inadequate resources to function effectively. The main source of funding for the Roseau City Council is property taxes.
During the past year, we found it very difficult to increase the yield from our revenue base because our discrepancies in our properties register. Transfers either through sale or bequest were not reported and recorded, and we have had to do extensive reassessment to re-establish ownership of those properties. We appeal to those property owners who have not done so to come forward and make good their delinquent accounts.
Her Worship John thanked government for collaborating with the council to facilitate their plans and programs. 12 other councillors were sworn in, 7 elected and 5 nominated. There are 5 newcomers: Sherman Buston, Ken Joseph, Ermin Roye, Kimani John, and Wayne Benjamin. Other members sworn in were Rhea Brumant, Erickson Romaine, Kimara Ito, Daniel Lugay, Ivan Sones, Lucy Bell Matthew, and Michael Morrow. You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
I had a bleeding disorder that I did not know about, and they had to be transfusing me continuously. I got 56 units.
Being there at the blood bank, I was like, yo, I'm actually saving someone's life.
You never know when you can go.
Give blood. I have done it, and believe it or not, it don't hurt.
I won't be scared. I'll give. You know you're gonna give blood. I'll make sure she does. Sit down at the blood bank in a comfortable environment for 45 minutes.
Helping people.
You are stimulating your body to make brand new cells.
You get free cookies, you get juice.
Glad to know your blood group. Feels good.
I felt as a better person.
It's a good thing to be alive, and I can thank God that I'm there and I'm enjoying life.
Welcome back. Dominica has submitted projects at the most recent Conference of Parties, COP22, after a commitment was made under the Green Climate Fund, or the GCF, by over 100 developed countries to keep the Earth's temperature increase below 2 degrees Celsius. The fund is a unique global initiative to respond to climate change by investing into low-emission and climate-resilient development. The GCF was established by 194 governments who pledged US $100 billion annually to limit or reduce greenhouse gas emissions in developing countries and to help adapt vulnerable societies to the unavoidable impacts of climate change. The Honorable Minister for Health, Dr. Kenneth Daru, who attended the Conference of Parties in Morocco on November 11th to 17th, informed the media at a press conference on Wednesday of steps small island developing states will be taking.
Countries, including Dominica, would have submitted projects for funding under this fund. So we're hoping that of course, this process doesn't take time and delay like a lot of these international. And this is one of the things that coming from this conference that we need to do. We have a number of in-house things, mechanisms that we have to put in place to ensure that we take advantage of this funding.
Dr. Daru made reference to the next course of action, which is the implementation of an environmental legislation.
It's a very comprehensive 400-page new environmental comprehensive legislation, which we are hoping to take to the next sitting of Parliament. What Cabinet has decided upon is that to post this new legislation on the website. So already that's been through the process where all stakeholders would have been consulted before this legislation was drafted. We still feel that it needs to go for another round of public scrutiny, public opinion before we finally take it to Parliament.
He explained some of the arrangements that would need to be made to easily access these funds.
We need this put in place where some of these monies can be fast-tracked, not through intermediate institutions like the World Bank and the CDB with all of these long drawn-out procurement rules, but you can now have direct access to this funding. And this is one of the things that the new environmental legislation speaks of, the setting up of an environmental trust fund where we can have direct access to this funding.
The minister stated that while this is a reason to celebrate, he is concerned about the length of time it will take for these projects to be implemented.
Now that the agreement has been signed, it still remains nothing more than just a piece of paper with signatures. And that is only signed to date, 100+ countries, 111 countries, I think, have ratified the agreement. And we might ask why not the entire UN structure. Some countries have to go through various national procedures before they ratify any convention. We seem to get the sense that we've been sitting on our laurels and patting ourselves on the back. And in my opinion, the work has just begun, because now that the agreement has been signed, we now have to look at implementation.
And finally, this news time, the Petit Savan preschool visited the Government Information Service on Wednesday as part of their activities for Early Childhood Development Month. The preschoolers got a thorough tour of the building and a first-hand view of the operations of the department and met with staff members. The young ones also got the opportunity to have fun and sing beautiful nursery rhymes to end the tour. Here is a glimpse of their performance.
This is the day that the Lord has made, that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad for you, and be glad for you. For this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it, for this is the day. This is the day that the Lord has made.
And that's news. Coming up next, Mc Pherson St. Luce with Creole Highlights.
Protection from abuse is every child's right. Everyone has a shared responsibility in protecting the child from abuse.
Mothers, believe your children when they say they've been abused, and follow through with child abuse cases when they've been reported.
For more information on child abuse or to report suspected cases on child abuse, contact the Social Welfare Division on 33 Great Marlborough Street or call 266-3020 or 266-3080.
Alors tout le monde, bienvenue à cette nouvelle en créole. Non, moi, c'est Mc Pherson St. Premièrement, le gouvernement Dominica continue de bénéficier et puis corporation et puis People's Republic of China. Agreement signé aujourd'hui pour coopération économique et puis grant aid pour réhabilitation chez le West Coast. Agreement là, c'est pour 21 millions de dollars US. Premier ministre Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerritt, c'est à ce compte Dominique pendant ambassadeur People's Republic of China. His Excellency Luke c'est à ce compte People's Republic of China. En parole est délivrée pour le ministre Honorable Skerritt. Oui, monsieur People's Republic of China pour venir devant assister Dominique. Bagay China même ou fait Dominique après Erika. Et de China qui a toujours montré bonne coopération entre eux et Dominique. Honorable Skerritt aussi fait parole, oui, commitment One China Policy. Il aussi fait parole que Dominique continue de travailler et puis People's Republic of China. En même temps, ambassadeur People's Republic of China pour Dominique, His Excellency Luke fait parole que l'agreement là, c'est une autre démonstration de bonne coopération entre People's Republic of China et puis Dominique. Ambassadeur Kohn qui a gardé devant, projet West Coast bâti et puis standard international, bagaille qui est ça doubout en temps cyclone. Nous gagnons plus de détails à cette press conference là, demain si déflé. À la nouvelle, le ministre de la Santé a avisé le public qu'il n'y a pas de pièce outbreak swine flu en Dominique. Parole celle-là sortie du ministre de la Santé, Honorable Dr. Kenneth Darrow, pendant la conférence média mercredi.
Moi, je voulais assurer tout Dominique que quand nous parlons, nous pas de pièce repos, nous pas de pièce confirmation que nous avons pièce moun qui a souffert de swine flu en Dominique. C'est Officials Ministry of Health avisé moi que ça donne c'est ça nous a créé des trois virus qui nous toujours tous les années ça nous a créé seasonal flu. Donc un l'autre préoccupation que moun c'est moun qu'attend que moun ka mort avait une l'autre rumeur que c'est soin tout moun ka mort. N'importe sudden death que nous avons moi ça parler comme ministre de la santé avec un docteur n'importe sudden death système health en Dominique ni pour assurer que ça la mort ça que nous investiguer de la mort ça là c'est des gens qui mort subit à des 3 jours qui passent que nous avons traité même gamme que nous avons investigué de là nous pour faire un post-mortem autopsie pour various tests pour ça qu'a fait so juste à nous assurer que ça qui cause of death là mouka di moun pour moun qui perd moun qui tanam toute qualité nouvelle ou toute différentes parties pour coûter seulement ces officials Ministry of Health.
Sinon ministre Darrow, Ministry Santé qui a disséminé information bas public là qui bien douette.
Ministry of Health a déjà envoyé ça nous a créé advisory ça qui a pour place virus là qui a couru qui a cause seasonal flu là et toute information que Ministry of Health c'est information qui correct so et pas rien comme on a dit que nous ni swine flu nous try c'est oui in fact Mc Pherson si nous ti Dominique ni swine flu presque tout pays ont la terre qui forme partie ça nous connaît World Health Organization ça c'est organisation mondiale santé que nous avons obligation à traiter ça là pour report n'importe maladie que nous n'avons courir et si nous tenons soin de Mc Pherson toute la terre qui déjà descendue en Dominique nous avons fait toute nouvelle CNN BBC toute nouvelle qui n'est am la mewe te que já décidé because changer no pour la mewe because swine flu c'est une maladie qui sérieux. So moi ka di tout le monde que la nani peste cause pour panique, nous que continuer éduquer monde, nous que continuer update monde ça qu'a fait.
Alors nouvelle permanent secrétaire ministre Dennis Edwards qu'a fait parole que gouvernement Dominica travaille bien ouais chain pay bien vet et puis net. Edwards fait parole celle-là pendant la cérémonie où la Aid Bank chain programme planté flin à ces boulevards et Oli Blanc Mading. Selon Madame Edwards, ça c'est ça gouvernement qui a essayé de faire Magwe et Titagwed. Edwards dit qu'on gouvernement il a fait ça il paye mais tout le monde paye à supposé venir à bord et puis jouer par ailleurs. Il complimenté Aid Bank pour l'initiative ça. En même temps, Edwards aussi parlait contre d'autres projets comme Roseau Enhancement Project, projet en Gontans, Kings Hill en parmi d'autres, et il plaisir d'autres projets qui a ce cadre pour faire un payant. Finalement, Edwards aussi a créé assez d'autres institutions en Dominique pour venir devant et puis assister en effort cela. Et puis finalement, le ministre de l'Agriculture a mis en place pour citoyens payants ni assez manger local. Un workshop qui mettait attention à ces productions poules et puis cochons pour place en Dominique pour adresser ça. C'est le directeur Agriculture Investment Unit, Dr. John Toussaint, ça même que ND économie payant.
Parce que nous pour faire certain que Dominique n'est assez manger pour nourrir le monde Dominique, pour bas monde manger Dominique. Si nous pour ça va présenter autant maladie. Avec si on maladie passé l'Amérique, l'Angleterre, le Canada, le Brésil, là nous avons tapé autant pour nous viande cochon. Nous le problème, nous pouvons lever ça nous-mêmes. Avec ça nous le fait encore ça gouvernement c'est si nous avons produit assez, autant l'argent qui est allé dehors que était Dominique. Si nous avons exporté, nous avons mené viande cochon avec poule plus près à 26 millions de dollars. Si nous achetons 6 millions de dollars, entre nous produisons en Dominique, ça qui est les affaires la vie nous toutes. Avec, ok, si nous avons ça, nous avons plus de job, plus de travail, nous n'avons plus de monde qui travaille. Dominique qui fait autant, mais c'est ça le gouvernement.
Messieurs, mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nouvelles en créole pour à présent. Là, moi, c'est Mc Pherson St. Au revoir.
Coming up, your tip of the day. Swimming is an excellent form of exercise that provides a full body workout. It tones and stretches both the upper and lower body muscles while also burning calories. Swimming strengthens the cardiovascular system, improves lung capacity, and helps reduce stress. Besides its many health and fitness benefits, swimming is a fun social activity. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS Dominica, and follow us on Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. Live streaming is also available 24 hours a day. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I'm Kimani St. Thank you for watching and join us again next time on National Focus.